Welcome back, everybody. The Department of Science and Technology has allocated 100 million rand to the recently launched Titanium Center of Competence. The two-year pilot project is hosted by the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, or CSIR. Now, part of the intention of this project is to establish whether South Africa should proceed to a full-scale commercial production of the metal. Right, joining us from our Pretoria studio is Gerryts Beeuwen, and he is from the Department of Science and Technology. And let's find out more about this. Good to have you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Leanne. It's a pleasure to join you.
Now, what led to the motivation to invest 100 million rand in titanium?
I think there's a number of reasons. South Africa's got a large deposit of titanium ore. Firstly. Secondly, we know that we export a lot of our minerals without beneficiation, and the Department of Science and Technology wants to help beneficiate these minerals and also move towards a knowledge economy. And based on that, we've invested money and asked the department, the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, to investigate how titanium can be beneficiated.
Yeah, I mean, titanium has been, I suppose, dubbed as the product of the future. Why? Why is it so special?
It is special in a number of ways. It is about 60% lighter than the normal steels. It has got the same strength, and it's very important in combination with composites, carbon composites in aerospace applications. It's important also to use in the body because it is accepted by the body, and it also do not corrode, so it's very good in petrochemical and marine applications.
Yeah. Give us a sense of where South Africa is in terms of titanium production.
We export a lot of our ore unbeneficiated, and most of the patents sits outside the country. And currently titanium goes into sponge, where it is used then to machine down into the components. So what we would like to do is to invest in the titanium metal powder technology. That unlocks a totally new road, because you can actually then manufacture components by sort of additive way. You can deposit layer by layer and build a component instead of deductive machining where you machine it away. So it's a much more efficient process, and it's a totally new route for beneficiation.
How far is your research into the feasibility of actually producing the metal?
The research has gone from the various stages. Obviously, you have a phased approach to mitigate your risks. The CSIR have done laboratory scale testing that was successful. The Minister of Science and Technology has launched this bench scale pilot plant, which will go to the next step, which is 2 kilograms per hour of powder production. And that will take about 3 years to validate that process. And based on the results of that and also the economic feasibility, we will go into a semi-commercial pilot plant.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's said to hopefully further develop a lot of economic areas and sectors within South Africa. You know, what could we benefit out of this? I mean, what does it look at? Because, you know, minerals in South Africa, and it's a massive industry for South Africa, but titanium, what could that add to our GDP?
Titanium has a number of benefits. It will create direct jobs in terms of the factories, but it will also create the intellectual property by means that we know how to manufacture this metal powder through this direct process, and that intellectual property could always be licensed outside to generate also royalties for us. But then it will also help create other applications on the downstream side, for example, milling, even the direct manufacturing. Another project at the department is also funding a local company, AeroSud, and the National Laser Center at the CSIR to build the next generation of additive manufacturing machine, you know, to really manufacture big titanium components much faster and much bigger than is currently possible.
Yeah, I see that we really setting sights on 2020 and beyond. I mean, is that really the goal, to see us making a real mark in the world when it comes to titanium?
Yes, we're trying to do that as fast as possible and as our budget allows,
All right, good luck. A great initiative, and let's just hope that this brings a whole new sector for South Africa's economy and our playing field when it comes to minerals and playing in the